Hi everybody, happy Friday. Well, I got a big pile of parts. What do you say we take another stab at that thing? So guys, here's where we're sitting today. I got some clean fuel. I got rid of some dirty fuel. I went to my auto parts retailer. I got one filter. Now, I know there's two of them, but sometimes that's just how things work out. Now, I can't blame my auto parts place because I saw the order, had two on it, shipped one. Still get the other one for this afternoon. So being that it's 10 o'clock in the morning right now, I guess I can work on other things while I'm waiting for my filter to show up. So I guess, guys, let's do that. So guys, what I got here, I got everything all cleaned up real nice here. Trying to keep my environment as clean. That's why I even got gloves on. Trying to keep everything clean. Now, of course, it's not super, but it's going to be what it's going to be. Got this fancy new pump here. All these goodies and new washers and all the settings hopefully set just where they're supposed to be, so I don't have to worry about it. So I think, guys, what I'm going to do first is just get this guy on the tractor. Okay, so I'll show you this because it makes mention of noting. So you see, okay, so on the right side, next to the center dot, there's another little dot. The corresponding dot is on this shaft here. So we're already in a good place because it's right about where it's got to be. So that's good. That makes me feel better about things already. So guys, like I say, I want to try to sneak this guy up in here in such a way that I can get this back ring, get this back line on the back of this, because that's going to be the most challenging part of this whole job, I think. You know what? Let me leave that in there. Let's just try. I mean, I got all day, so let's just try a few different things. Okay. Hooked on this, hooked on that, sure. Okay, so there's that in place. Now, can I get that in? Let's just leave it right there. Can I get that in? The rest of them, like I say, aren't bad, but that one's going to be a challenge. And I want to make sure that everything has to be super clean because I don't want to screw up all my injectors or my new pump with a bunch of dirt. Got to use these nice new washers that they supplied with the pump. Not that it's happened to me, but it's possible. Sometimes if you accidentally forget a washer or whatever, these fittings are so tight, or whatever you want to call this, inside here is so tight, you'll lock this up against it and it won't work. You'll ruin the new pump and you don't want to do that. Oops. Okay, let me get this line up here. Get one. Gosh, I just know I'm going to drop this washer. Let me take the glove off. Maybe that'll help. Yes. Yes. Gotcha. Now, no. I'm going to take this glove off. Okay, 1 down, 5 to go, guys. This job's practically doing itself. Let's get the next few hardest ones out of the way. Oh, look at that. That one's going in nice and easy. Aren't you a sweetheart? Wish they could all be that nice. Okay. 3 down, 3 to go. That already feels a lot better than the last pump I had in here, guys. I feel like she's going to run today. I got a real strong 6 out of 10 feeling. There, finally, last one. Guys, some of these lines you got to really finagle everything just right because you sure as hell don't want to have one of these go in cross-threaded. That's going to ruin your whole day and probably half of next week. And last 2. Love it. Everybody went in just like they were supposed to. Gosh, that's a good feeling. Well, what's next? I could probably hook up my return lines. I got to get the tee off the old pump so I can put that in there. I got to set, I'll do that later. I want to set the timing on this first and make sure that I'm, where I'm supposed to be. So guys, I'll show you this. Now, if you were curious, this is not my original pump. I purchased this pump brand new, or well, reman, whatever. But you see, they still got it knocked out at 6 degrees, which is where I want this to be. I'll set that to 0 when I'm done. Hopefully everything will be right where it needs to be. Still riding at my degree mark that I marked on the flywheel, so that's good. I'll set this where it needs to be first, and I'll set that where it needs to be second. And I should be all set, according to how I took the old one off. Okay, so I like the way that feels. I'm not going to go ahead and screw with that anymore. Let me pull my cover here and make sure my timing marks are right. And not lose these little screws because I lost one of them before. I don't want to lose one again because I'm going to have any left after that. Okay, I'll set these right over here for now. Okay, so I'm off a hair. Let me roll this right to there. That's where I need to be. There we are. Lines are lined up. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the bolts on that gear. Then we'll move to the next thing, guys. All right, all right. Pop my cover back on here. My gasket is still, guys, surprisingly soft and rubbery yet, so I'm gonna let it be. Now this little cover plays an important role in pushing that gear into place so it doesn't roll forward or backward. It's got a little spring mounted deal in there. There, this tractor is really coming together now. Okay, by golly, pump changed. Kind of want to sneak around here and make sure all these bolts are kind of snugged up on here. That one isn't. She'll run a lot better when she's got a full pressure to go into the injector. Not too tight, but just tight enough. Okay, I feel good about that. What's next? How about my little T here? I gotta find my other pump so I can put the T on. Let me go round that up. Well, I got this one off first, so I'll put this one back on first. Okay. That should get that in about the neighborhood I need it. Now for this little guy. Okay, return lines, check. Probably go ahead and put my throttle linkage on now. Check. So friends, in proper fashion, I went ahead and made up some brand new fuel lines for this thing too because, well, this one was leaking. Which one was that? That's this guy here. And don't you know, it actually had a crack right inside of the ferrule in there. So kind of unexpected, but at this point I expect just about anything. So let's get these fuel lines on this guy. How am I going to do? I'm going to have to, because that one's got to go from, let's do this. That's better. Oops. That's a little better too. Okay, kind of like that. Now where was I here? Okay, maybe I'll put the shorter one on first. This one just goes between filter to filter, so. Okay, I'm gonna leave that just as is. See if I can bend this one up to be right here with his little friend. Of course, wrong size wrench again. Maybe I can get this one on here and started and tight and then just flap it back down again. Okay, well, let's see, what do I have the right size? No, need another wrench. Good grief. I swear, guys, I've had every single wrench in the toolbox out for this little process right here. Can't make this stuff up. It's okay. It'll be just fine. No worries. Everything's going to be fine. Now, can I? Okay, well, that's pretty close to how they had it. At least this one's not going to have a big kink in it like the other one did, so that'll help. Now, let's see if I can get this guy up in place here. Yes. Let me guess. What size wrench did I need for this one? I can't even remember now. I've used them all. Ah, I was wrong. Okay, there's that. Let's route this guy up here. Now, guys, I'm going to do what I feel is a smart thing. Wait till I get my fuel filters in here, turn the fuel filter on with new fuel, and just let this line bleed through for a minute, because in case I picked up spectacles, particles, whatever, I don't want them getting into my brand spanking new, overly expensive pump. That cost 3 times what I paid for this tractor. That's how it goes, guys. I was prepared for this when I bought it. But don't you worry, Mr. 806. You are going to get the treatment, and you're going to love it. Well, there's another wrong size wrench. How about this one? Hey. Might as well change this one first, because, I mean, this one's going to get the brunt of all the filth that's in the tank. Oh, what the hell? Dang it, how am I going to know if I'm overheating, guys? Let's get this fuel filter out of here and change it. Man, that's a long-winded little gut bugger. Manufactured for JI Case, Racine, Wisconsin. Nope, no date on this one. But it's at least JI Case, so that means it's from, 1985 on, so probably one of the newest filters that's on this tractor, if I were to guess. Now, guys, I can't make this stuff up, but again, Wix was wrong. Could my day get any smoother? No, it couldn't. Let's just regroup and come up with another plan here. Well, friends, so here's where we're sitting. Of course, no auto parts store in town stocks the correct filter for this, because it's an old tractor. So, I mean, I don't blame them for not stocking it. So, it's Friday. Looks like I'm waiting until Monday before I can do anything with this now. And that really stinks, because I was hoping I could do something fun with it today. So, guys, sometimes things work out, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. So I guess with that, there's nothing more I can do. Pump's on. I could try and start it with the old filters, guys, but Jesus, I just don't want to. I'm sure that it would cause some trouble if I ever have warranty issues. So, guys, I'm just going to wait. That's all there is to it. Well, guys, let's try again. Only been trying to get this tractor fired up for like 3 weeks now. So, maybe today will be our day. Lord knows it's hot enough. It is 95 degrees right now. Ooh, there we go. Got clean fuel. I got 2 correct fuel filters for this thing. So maybe, just maybe, magic can happen today. I went ahead and got everything propped up so she ain't sitting on the ground at this moment. Just for safety reasons, I kind of wanted it to be that way. Where was I? Who am I? What am I doing here? Oh yeah. I got my charger on just to make sure the battery will have all the charge it needs. Got the fan running because it's, again, hot. Can't emphasize that enough, guys. But I know you guys in Arizona are all like, you don't even know hot. Well, yeah, it's not 100 here, but remember, I got a large body of water a half a mile to the direct east of me here, so she's humid. Every day it's humid. So I guess, guys, let's get these fuel filters changed out, crack some injectors, get this baby bled, see if it'll run. Hoping for the best here today. Feeling good, mostly. Okay, Mr. Fuel Filter number 1. Out you go. Now, this looks a whole lot better than what I started off with the other day here, so that's better. You just got to pop the top off the other filter, put it on this one. Who knew? Okay, now, since I've done that, and I've already gotten myself a little farther ahead than where I need to be, I got to drain these bad boys out, because they still have some dirty fuel in them, and who am I to put dirty fuel in something? Like I said, guys, I just want to give this tractor its best shot. What the hell? Well, that ain't gonna work. Vice grips, it's vice grip size. If this don't fit it, nothing will. Tremendous. Okay, well, that's pointed right at the frame rail. Maybe I can, yes, I'm going to try to route this over here, get it into my little drain bucket. Here we go. Of course, I missed by 10 feet. Man. Sometimes it don't pay to get out of bed, guys. I swear to God. Still got fuel all over everything, so wipe some of that snot out of there. Okay, primary filter, in you go. Filter housing. Okay, filter 1, check. Filter 2. We'll just set that right there for a minute, set it over here. Now, can I successfully get fuel all over myself twice? I don't know where this one's heading. I'll just kick the bucket under there and expect it to go wherever I don't have the bucket or oil dry. Well, son of a gun. Okay, well, we're better. Not great, but better. Okay, nice and clean in there. I like it. So there's that. Where's my new filter? Let's just plop you on into place. I like it. All right, what do I want to do first, guys? Let's crack this bleeder. Here's my outlet line going to the pump. Now, I want to get these blood out as best I can. So if I hold, oh, there we go. If I hold this up higher than the filters, technically it should do what it's supposed to do. I'm still going to get fuel all over myself and everything else and everyone else, but you know what? It's all part of the experience. And I wanted to run clean filters, clean fuel through this line anyway, so no big deal. I think I'll just, there we go. Down now. Put my line on the pump. Just kind of loose for now. And just prepare to make a huge mess all over everywhere. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. Let's see if I got no air in the first one. Back to the second one. All right, guys, well, according to my calculations, for whatever that's worth, my filters are bled out. Make sure there's no air coming through. I still got some air bubbling here. Looks good. Okay, by golly, that was a terrible, terrible job. I'm covered in fuel from every angle. Let me tighten this line down again, guys. We'll crack some injectors and just start hitting this thing. Okay, fuel line, tightish. Injectors. Loosen that one. Loosen that one. Loosen this one. See, can I even reach a fourth one in here? Kinda. All right. All right, so that's 4 injector lines loose, guys. What do you say? Let's just do it. Let's just hit it. You know what? Let me clean up a lot of this mess first, just because that's how I want to do it. Okay, Mr. Farmall, you got anything good to show us here? Okay. Throttle wide open. Okay, let's try this. What the f? Oh, it was working fine before. What in the world? What gives? Well, friends, don't you know, my power switch doesn't work anymore. I got my push button out. We'll just put this on, because I mean, it'll work just the same. Maybe better, because I won't have to be sitting up there in order to reach everything. So let me get this guy hooked up. Always something, trying to fight me every step of the way. Okay, guys, so never mind that. So, this is exciting. Oh, I think I heard a little snuffle there, guys. I have already got fuel to all 4 injectors that I had cracked here, guys. Sorry, I was rolling it over just a smidge before I got on before I turned the camera back on. So I'm going to tighten those up. And since I heard a little fort snuffle out of her, guys, I think this maybe this is going to run. At least run on 4 cylinders till it'll start hitting on the other 6 or the other 2. There's that one. That did not take long to bleed out at all. That was really, really fast. All right, friends, well, I'm going to stand you back here. I'm going to get on the tractor and see if I can convince this thing to run today. All right, let's get that up here where I can reach it. Let's get me up here where I can operate the throttle, because I'm just too short to do anything else. Okay. Nice! Oh yeah, guys! Oh, that's beautiful! Shuts off when you shut her off. That's good too. Oh man, guys, this thing purrs like a kitten. Holy cats, that thing just purrs like an absolute kitty. What a gem, guys. That's awesome. She sounds pretty awesome, too. I hear stuff clattering around down there, so I'm going to shut her up pretty quick here, but guys, I mean, that's outstanding. All right. Whew! Guys, that's some good news. Tractor runs. Now all I gotta do is fix everything else that's wrong with it, which could take a little while. So here's my thoughts, guys. Bear with me for a second. Let me get my microphone back on. So guys, here's where I'm at with this thing. 1, MCV, MVP, MVC, hydraulic pump. Need to replace that. One of you have reached out to me with an email and said you had a pump. I'm probably going to take you up on that deal. 2, I need those gears that I had back there that are broke. There's also one up in here that's also bad. So I'm going to have to split the transmission completely off this tractor. She's got to come because I got to get stuff out the front and out the back. She's going to be split many places. So there's that. Now, with that being said, guys, I was told the TA on this tractor worked just fine. However, if I'm already in there, how dumb would it be if I just didn't fix it? Put another one in, replace the clutches, whatever is involved in TA. I got to figure that stuff out, guys. I see you can buy a whole TA unit for like $1,500. Do I just spend another $1,500 and shove one of those in there too? Then go ahead and paint it. And one of you guys said, don't ruin this tractor by painting it. Come on, give me a break, guy. This it's getting painted. Then I got to put 4 tires on it because these ones are shot. These are going to become the duals. And guys, let me go ahead and call out the elephant in the room. Yes, this tire's on backwards. You're not wrong when you pointed that out to me. I don't know why it's like that. It was like that when I picked it up, like that when I found it in the shed. I don't know. I don't know why. Wish I could give you a better answer than that, but I don't know. So I'm not going to change that right now because why? I got to pull everything off to paint it. At that point in time, I'll address my elephant. But guys, so that's where I'm going to leave you now. This project, unfortunately, is going to get put on the back burner a little bit because I got so many other things that I want to do before I want to, well, that's not true. I want to dig into this right now. I have a lot of other things that I have to do before I can dig into this. I promised my 165 a paint job. I still haven't fulfilled that. Optimus Primer, it's going to be corn season before I know it, and I need to get that painted. I got all the little bugs worked out, got a few things to do to that yet, so I mean, that's probably going to be next on the list. But at least, guys, now I know this runs, and this runs damn good. So maybe it won't even be this winter. Maybe I'll get caught up on things a little bit sooner. And I mean, getting the back half off, that's going to be a piece of cake. Then all I got to do is get the transmission out, pull everything off the top. But guys, long and short of it is, when this is all said and done, this is going to be one of the sweetest 806s you'll find on the internet. Maybe the world. But for today, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
When Mrs. JT asks me how much this project is going to cost,
$700 billion and $1.3 trillion.